Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today, I'm going to tell you how to do a bit of lighting. In the last tutorial, I didn't show you how to do lighting, so I just think it's fair that I tell you how to do lighting. So, as we can clearly see, we've got poor little Virgil in the darkness. I don't want him in the darkness, it doesn't look too good. I'm going to focus on 3 key points of lighting for cores. So the first one is called eye lighting. So you're going to have to shrink your FOV a bit. Put it over where the core is, where the core eye is. Then I'm going to change it to the color of the core eye. Kind of like that. Now definitely turn your FOV down. And that's basically it for camera light, for that type of lighting. This makes it look like it's kind of bright and stuff. Up next is rim lighting. So we do this, then we're going to go behind the selected object. Just put a big fat light right up behind it. Now if we go to camera 1, and if we turn, we get this nice little tiny amount of light all around the area, all around these areas, which I think look pretty good. And one of the biggest things that you'll need is volumetric lighting. I recently did an animation test with this, but here's how you activate it. Right click, you probably won't be able to see this, but right click, and there should be at the bottom, under disable shadows, enable volumetrics. Click on that, and then you're going to have to find volumetric intensity. How intense is the volumetric? Let's turn the intensity down. Let's going to turn down the horizontal and vertical FOVs. Oh, we're camera 1 right now, aren't we? That's not good. So what you're going to do is you're going to go really, really close to the point where you can start seeing the pixels. Then you're going to turn it around. Now you probably won't be able to do this, so then you can use the work camera to simply make the light turned around into the area. I'm actually going to have to turn up these two things. Anyways, and then what you're going to need is you're going to need to, change the color. Then once we get out of this smoky low area, got ourselves a volumetric light that you might have to adjust. If it does need adjusting, do adjust it. Because trust me, you do not want a offset light. So let's just go back. Let's actually go up. Let's see this light. Gee, look at that. Also, for volumetric lighting, I will probably disable the shadows. Okay, so if we go into this, now we can see the final render. Now, I'm gonna position the camera in such a way that we get a really nice shot. Probably like right there. And that is a beautiful looking thing. Now, there are some other lights that you're gonna need. Such that one of them is the fill light. Fill lights should have no volumetric intensity. They're basically to just fill out the looks. So if now let's change the FOV a bit to make it a larger area. Yeah, but there's a bunch of these that you'll need to know. The most important is intensity, which changes how intense is your light. These change how wide is your light. Radius can change shadows or something. It can do something. I should change up my intensity back to normal. It's not actually doing shadows anymore, sad. Okay, yeah, I need to. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So, I'm gonna go back to the work camera. We're gonna look at this. This is your shadow. This is the shadow for your character. I'm gonna go on to light 4. Shadow filter changes how rigid your shadow is. Radius can help. Let's set it to a default. In fact, what we're gonna do is we're gonna click it. We're gonna write 0.2. And then you're going to slide it all the way down because it can't be that high. I also so shadow attention. What is a shadow? Oh, it does that. Okay. How deep is the shadow? Okay. So there was a bunch of them. These 3 are pretty important. You can change the color of happening. So if I remove green and red, then we get blue. If I remove some blue, then we get no light. We're gonna add some green. Gonna get this amazing looking blue that shines what on. So as you can see, the fill light creates this. But let's say you wanted to do something else. Like maybe you want the light to move every time. Well, you can do that. Simply use the same technique that we used for that from yesterday's animation. Put this in. We're able to turn the light and make it move away. I should delete this key. Right, and I can make the light go over to here, start to move in closer. I'm gonna go over here. Anyway, so if we go into this now, get out of Light 4, on the normal camera, and click the play button. Look how much better this looks. This looks high quality. Look, at some point we'll be able to see the light moving away. When? Oh, it did move. Just gonna have to delete key again. Excuse me. And then you're gonna drag. Remember, always best to drag it over. So that the light completely vanishes from this. If you get out of that, go into the normal camera, and watch the animation unfold, you can see that the light goes away. And so, if we find the correct position, you get this really, really good looking thing. The rim lighting is round. That's one thing we haven't done. This is what's called bounce lighting. If I have an object like this guy, or like maybe this, as you can see, you have light coming down here. This should be bouncing off light. So you're gonna need another light with shadows disabled, so it doesn't allow shadows for it. Then you have to go under the map. You bring it under the map. Make it look directly up. And push it down. Then you're going to change this horizontal and vertical FOV by a bajillion. And then change its intensity down a little bit. Then, if you look at the work camera, boom! Look at that instant change. As you can clearly see, it now looks like the light is bouncing off, creating such a beautiful look. Now, if we position this carefully, like this, you get this really cool looking thing, and then you can export it. Now, this is probably the first time I've ever going to be doing a poster. Posters I haven't done before. So, if you want to just make it as an animation, then you can do it normally. But, thanks for some tips from Steg, I learned that if we go over here, we've got to save this really quickly. You're going to go, you're going to click image sequence, and then it's selected, it's custom, from 0 to 1.00. One, and I think that will, or you can just export it as a movie. I'm just gonna export it as a movie. Make the duration different, and then you'll get the movie layoff process. The movie layoff process should take a good amount of time of your life, and thanks for watching this. And so the next tutorial will be about how to make your camera move around. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.